No matter your industry, it can be stressful hiring people to work for you. Many businesses struggle to find employees, and as a new business owner, building a solid team is more important than ever. What can you do to ensure a smooth hiring process? How can you be certain you're adding the right people to your team? Don't stress. In this video, we're going to share 4 hiring tips for first-time small business owners like yourself. Tip 1. Figure out a fair wage and benefits. One of the main reasons that employers have a hard time finding people to work is that they're not offering reasonable compensation and benefits. We completely understand that most small businesses can't compete with what larger companies can offer. However, all it takes is a little bit of research to find out what's fair. Figure out what people are being paid for a job similar to what you're looking for. Compensation also varies by city and state, so dive into the specifics of where you're located. Sites like Glassdoor, Payscale, and Salary.com are a great place to cross-research all of the specifics. For you, fair pay and benefits translate to satisfy employees who work harder. This trickles down to create happier customers and a more successful small business overall. Who doesn't want that? Tip 2. Create an employee handbook. While you're figuring out compensation for your employees, it's a good idea to think about additional policies. Some things to decide on include paid time off, sick time, raises and promotions, overtime, and last-minute call-offs. Know exactly what rules you want your team to follow before hiring, as this will cause less confusion and make your policies easier to enforce. We also recommend having a printed or digital employee handbook to give to your staff. This is helpful when onboarding new people, and if everyone has a copy of the handbook, they can refer to it themselves if they have questions down the line. Tip 3. Advertise jobs in the right places. Ask yourself this: where are the people I would consider hiring? Are they active on LinkedIn, or are they the creative type who prefer Instagram? Maybe they like to read the local newspaper or frequent a CrossFit gym. The opportunities are endless for promoting your business's jobs, but as a first-timer, we recommend starting small. If you're already open for business, a great first attempt is posting flyers around your store. You could even stop into other local businesses and ask if you can leave some flyers with them too. Social media is another great place to start if you're active on any platforms. Create some organic posts and add content to your stories to draw followers' attention. People who love your brand and follow your channels may be thrilled to learn that you're hiring. Sometimes word of mouth and free tactics work just fine, but this completely depends on the type of small business you have, the city you're in, and more. If the smaller efforts aren't cutting it for you and you can afford to spend a bit of cash on recruitment, look into paid options. Local magazines, digital newspapers, and other publications are typically happy to promote your open jobs. Additionally, you can add a budget to social media and show your jobs to more people there too. Sometimes you have to get creative when you're in the hiring process. If you're patient and think the journey through, you'll be sure to get in front of the right people. Tip 4. Make a quick hiring decision. Nowadays, businesses are offering competitive pay and benefits to get the candidates they want. This means if you don't move fast enough, your ideal candidate will get snatched up by a company that has more to offer. People are also becoming more and more turned off by having to commit to multiple interviews, especially when most jobs only require a single interview. There's nothing wrong with asking all the questions you have, providing scenarios, and having a great conversation with the candidate. If all this happens in one interview, that's completely fair. But if you're doing this over and over again and asking the candidate to come back a few more times, you're going to burn them out. Rather than irritate your top candidates, prepare everything you want to know about the person you're interviewing in advance. Provide them with a schedule if you can, and let them know how much time the interview will take. Remember, these people have things going on in their personal lives too, and they could even have another job. As a recap, our 4 hiring tips for small business owners are: determine the wage and benefits, create an employee handbook, advertise in the right places, and make a quick decision. We hope these tips were helpful, and we wish you the best of luck in your hiring process. POS Nation is a small business too, supporting over 10,000 retailers nationwide. If you're in the market for a point-of-sale solution, take our software for a spin by reaching out to sales@posnation.com. Thanks for watching.